Welcome back to episode 28 of the Student Pilot Cast, Into the Night. I'm Bill Williams, and I'm learning to fly in front of the world. Come join me today as I do my dual night cross-country from Chandler to Marana Airport in Tucson.
Chandler ground, Cherokee 4122 Tangos at Chandler Air Service. We have information Romeo and would like to depart to the southwest en route to Tucson.
What does it take to be an angel? Where does the sun go when it sleeps? Is every star that shines so brightly in the sky?
Hello all. Welcome back to the Student Pilot Cast. I had to take a couple of weeks off because of various travel commitments, but also vacationing with the family. We spent some time in Southern California and had a great time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to fly us there, because as I've mentioned before, I have a beautiful wife and 3 wonderful kids, all of which don't fit in the 182 that I fly. So when we're all together, I have to be PIC in a land-bound vehicle or on an airline. Neither makes me very happy. But in any case, we had a good time. Speaking of fitting my family into an airplane, I wanted to bring something to everyone's attention. Nexair Avionics, a shop in Massachusetts, I think it is, has just taken the wraps off of what is probably my new goal of an airplane for my mission, their so-called Saratoga NX. They've released information on a new comprehensive STC that they've developed and that they're working on, where they can take the venerable Piper Saratoga any year from 1980 to 1994 and completely gut it and rebuild it into a practically new machine. They put in a beautiful new sports car-like interior, a fresh engine, and a beautiful new panel complete with the brand new Avidyne Release 9. It's like getting a brand new zero-time airplane in a used airframe, which is also repainted, by the way, before the sale. They can deliver this complete airplane for less than $400,000. Yeah, I know that's a lot, but compared to a brand new airplane of this type and with this capability from Piper or anyone else for that matter, it's a pretty good deal. 6 luxurious seats in the interior, drink cooler in the console, completely state-of-the-art panel, and in a proven and trusted design like the Saratoga. Like I said, I think this is my new goal of an airplane. Now, anyone have any ideas on where I can find a few $100,000? Oh, here's the best part. I get to see this airplane this week in person. Yeah, if you don't know already, it's official. I'm going to AirVenture 2009 in Oshkosh. I can't wait. Unfortunately, I can't get there until Wednesday because of a work travel conflict, but I'm staying through the last day of the show. I can't wait to get back there, see the new gadgets, the airplanes, and all of the wonderful aviation stuff. But mostly, I'm excited to meet up with people who I consider friends that I haven't even met yet in person, and others that I haven't seen since last year. As everyone always says, it's mostly about the people, but being surrounded by endless airplanes doesn't hurt one bit. I'll try to bring you as much as I can while there, and in case you can't make it yourself. If you're interested, be sure to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Billwill, BILLWIL. I'm looking forward to meeting some of you soon. I'll also try to update the podcast and feed as much as possible, but last year reliable internet access was a little tough to come by. I'm hoping it's a little better this year. So to bring this all the way around, Nexair will have their prototype Saratoga NX right there in Oshkosh, and I've made arrangements to check it out. I'll keep you posted. So if you are going to make it to Oshkosh this year, also follow me on Twitter and let me know when and where you'll be. Several of you have already indicated that you'd like to meet up while we're there. So by all means, shoot me off a tweet and let's see if we can make it happen. Probably Friday will work for many. At least so far, that's what it seems like. Oh yeah, and don't forget Potapalooza 2009. Kent is once again organizing many of the aviation podcasters together for a show live on EAA radio on Friday evening right after the air show, probably around 6:30 or so. If you want to attend in person, we would love to have you come by the pavilions around that time and check it out. If you're listening to my podcast, I'm sure you're well aware of all the usual suspects from airspeed and the finer points, uncontrolled airspace, pilot's flight pod log, and many more. It'll be a great time, so please come by and hang out with us there. Okay, one more item of business before we move on here. I recently was speaking with one of my oldest friends, David, from way back in my childhood when my interest in aviation was first sparked. During the conversation recently, we spoke about his longtime desire to learn to fly, but as happens with many of us, other things get in the way. What I discovered for the first time, though, is that David, who now lives with his family in the Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina area, has never been in a single-engine plane. So here is my call to action. He has no idea that I'm doing this, and who knows when he would get around to listening to this, if ever, so we can probably keep it under wraps. The call to action for you, the listeners, is to find David a ride in an airplane down in that area. If you're passing through, or if you live there, if you know somebody who does, who has access to a plane and are willing to take a future pilot for a spin, let's get him a ride. Thanks in advance, everyone. I would hate to let his fledgling passion go dim because he just didn't get to experience it. I know he could do an intro flight somewhere or something like that, but we all know how intimidating that can be at many FBOs. And unless we give him a time and a date, he may never go do it. I think many of us have been there. It's hard to go in cold turkey sometimes. So thanks again in advance. Okay, so you want to go flying? Today we're going to cover my dual night cross country. We would be flying from Chandler to Marana, one of the GA airports in the north part of Tucson. For those that may not know, to achieve a private pilot's license, a student needs to have at least 3 hours of dual instruction at night and at least 10 full-stop landings. Some of the night flying time has to be cross-country, or to an airport at least 50 nautical miles away from your departure airport, and back. If you recall from a previous episode, I had already done a night flight around the valley and had done several night full-stop landings, but all of those airports were much closer than 50 miles, so a night cross-country was in order, and that's what came next in my syllabus. We'll start here getting the ATIS. Murphy's Law kicks in while I'm taking down the information.
Chandler confirmation X-ray time 0252 Zulu, wind 270 at 5, temperature 39er, dew point 9er, altimeter 2977, visual approach in use, landing and departing, runways 22 with left and right. Notice airmen, multiple obstructions in the vicinity of Chandler Airport up to 310 feet AGL.
My flashlight just quit.
Weather information available on Highlands Flight Watch or Flight Service.
So I carry about 3 of them. I got a little one like this, it's too bright.
Direction of flight. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of Chandler Airport. Read back all
I've got one that's kind of dim.
Advise on initial contact. You have X-ray.
So my flashlight literally dimmed and died while I was jotting down some of the notes. I had spare batteries in my flight bag, but it was just easier to borrow another light from Larry, my instructor, who had several extras. So that's what I did. One other thing. Did you catch that temperature? Replay it. Go ahead. I'll wait. Okay, you got it now? That's right. Phoenix in the summertime, baby. It was dark out, and the temperature was still 39, or about 102 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a scorcher. It was also at the very end of June. Okay, so June and hot in Phoenix, like many places in summer, means thunderstorms. So we would be on the lookout for those, which can pop up pretty easily even when much of the sky is clear. Luckily, convective weather at night is usually pretty easy to spot. It has something to do with really bright flashes of light. All right, let's keep moving here. We had the ATIS, I had my borrowed light, and we were good to go. After a brief story that involved a flashlight, my instructor, and the U.S. Marshals, I made my ground call. I know, sounds interesting, doesn't it? It was, but I got to keep some things to myself. You know how it goes. All right, here you go.
All right, we're good to go here. Chandler ground, Cherokee 4122 Tango's at Chandler Air Service. We'd like a south departure, and we have X-ray.
Cherokee 4122 Tango, Chandler ground, taxi to runway 22 right via Alpha November.
Taxi to 22 right, Cherokee 22 Tango.
Well, I wish we could have had a night when it was full moon and nice and clear, beautiful night. These nights when it's dark and ominous, and
Yeah.
I've done cross countries in Michigan where you can just tell you're going towards something, you know. We didn't run into a thunderstorm, but one night the stars disappear, it starts looking even darker than what it looked, and run into rain showers and stuff, and oh, this is great. IFR, but dark night out there to the south, but I don't think we're going to have any moon. But as long as I don't see lightning,
Yeah.
We had a discussion about actual IFR conditions and how little there was in Arizona, and how many instructors here have never been in actual or have been in very little actual IFR conditions. I know that's a topic that's beat to death among pilots, so we'll hold that for a hangar flying session sometime down the road and get on with this flight. We were finishing the run-up at this point.
Oh, I saw lightning out there.
Oh, did you?
That's why I say we'll just get down there and back. I just saw it. It's pretty far out in that direction. I saw something on there. But yeah, I saw lightning out there behind the clouds, so.
Oh, I just saw a little one out there too. Does look far away though.
So we'll head on down there. We'll keep an eye on that. We got lots of airports in between, lots of outs. If we don't see something in our direction, I don't think what that's there's going to move over us within the next hour and a half. So.
All right. Make sure these are all good. Good. It's pretty correct.
Yeah, amazing out here during monsoon season. The whole day, the morning's beautiful. Later in the evening is always nice. Things calm down, and 4 months you got to worry every night about these things.
I know. Okay, boost pump is going back on.
Doing some flying for the Sheriff's Department Air Posse, and I remember they wanted us going out in the middle of monsoon season at 3 o'clock in the morning out over the mountains in single-engine airplanes. And I'm going, I don't know if I want to do that. Turns out nobody. Now we can put the strobes on, too, if you're ready. I don't think there's anybody bother anybody, so.
Oh, that is annoying, isn't it? Chandler Tower, Cherokee 4122 Tango is ready at 22, right?
Cherokee 412 Tango, Chandler Tower, fly runway heading traffic over the numbers 22 left. Cessna in the touch and go pattern. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we'll fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff on 22 right, Cherokee 22 Tango. Okay.
Did they say anything on the briefing about ceilings or anything like that?
Yeah, they were scattered and broken at 12,000.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everything's in the green. Airspeed's moving.
During climb out, which in that heat in a little 160 horsepower Warrior took a while, we spoke a little bit about density altitude, its effects, and even some stories, but I'll protect the innocent on that one. Needless to say, it takes a while to climb. On the other hand, the air was really stable that night, and I hadn't had a smooth flight in some time, being summer and all, so I made several comments about how smooth it was. It felt good not to be being bounced around. I solidified my love of night flying on this cross country, and no small part of that was the smooth air. As we started to leave the area, Larry started giving me some more instruction.
So we're going to head this way. We've already intercepted 143, as you can see.
Yeah, so I'll come back on it.
So again, just like a day, if we're going to follow VOR, we just simply follow that. We're going to use both, really. The VOR, because sometimes that VOR will take you a little farther off course than you want to be, and I don't want to be over those mountains.
Right.
By Picacho Peak tonight, so we'll want to stay right of it. So we're going to head for the freeway, actually.
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of stay on this heading.
I just went about 10 degrees too far, so we'd come back on it.
Yeah, now when we get out of the Delta airspace here, we're just about out of it now. I wouldn't even bother talking to this guy since he doesn't not paying any attention to it.
Okay, so
go
we'll
to
switch over.
22.6 and call Prescott Radio and activate your flight plan as of, well, we just took off. Now, I don't know, you filed it for 8:15. We'll have to say activated as of 8:45 local time, or what is that?
8:40? It's 3...
Yeah, 3:40 local, 3:40 Zulu time, but you could say 8:45 local time, or...
All right.
This is Prescott Radio.
Prescott Radio, Cherokee 4122 Tango, over.
Cherokee 4122 Tango, Prescott Radio, go ahead.
Prescott Radio, Cherokee 4122 Tango, we'd like to open our flight plan as of 3:45 Zulu.
And your flight plan's activated for you.
What?
Just
say again?
Your flight plan is activated.
All right, thank you very much, 22 Tango.
Any update, any hazards along your route, weather updates or anything like that, sir?
Would you mind telling us if there's any convective activity along the route?
Stand by.
Don't see any lightning, that is good. So I might as well get an update since he asked.
Right now, the only possible shower I see appears to be probably about 3 or 4 miles to the east of your destination. I don't see it impacting you right now. It's pretty much staying right where it is.
Roger that. Thank you very much. 22 Tango.
How far east?
Get a little closer and it looks a little more threatening. Give us a call back. We'll update you on the radio, or you can call Flywatch 1C2.0, your choice.
Thank you. We will. 22 Tango.
3 miles, did he
He said 3 to 6 miles, but
That's
then
close.
Yeah, I know, and then he said it's not going to be a factor. He said it's staying right there.
Okay, well, we better hope it stays right there.
Yeah.
So that's why we'll stay a little bit. That's 3 miles is right on top of the friggin' airport.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wonder if he meant 30. I don't know. But we'll be able to see it if it's...
Yeah. Well, there's lights down there and everything, so we'll keep an eye on it, right? I hate to go all the way that far and have to turn around and come back. See why you really climb and climb and climb and climb. We're coming up to 4,000. We're going to go to 55, and coming back we're just going to go to 45 just to... That's why tonight, with possibility of showers or convective activity, I said, let's just get there, get
I'm going
back.
to lean it too. Maybe get a few more RPMs.
So they just pull back till it runs rough, and then push it halfway to full rich, and that's good for a climb. I didn't see anything on the radar for
Yeah,
Chandler
I don't know.
there. Didn't show much at all to the south. I mean,
I didn't know. I don't know what he was talking about.
So, as you'll see, that weather report was wonky. We could see for miles, and we joked about it a few times on the way down. There was no bad weather anywhere close to our route. Let's keep moving.
you can see the freeway go down there. We might as well do is as straight a line as we can. Again, all we want to do is again, yeah, I got you a little too far over this way, intercepting the 10. Because there we're headed right probably for Picacho Peak. As you can see, already see down there where the expressway curves to the right, curves to the left, and then we're going right towards where we need to go.
Yep.
I don't see any lightning.
Curves around Eloy.
Yeah, so we're heading. Eloy is 20 miles.
Oh, you've got this on Eloy?
Eloy, and I did push direct again. Enter. It'll give us right from this position, so it's centered up the arrow. And it's 19 miles, and we'll just try to go over to stay a little bit. I don't think they'll be doing parachute activity tonight, but we'll monitor the frequency anyway. Anyway, you're following the 10. Again, same just like at the other night flight, you're following freeways. There's cities out here. This is obviously Casa Grande down here.
Yep.
And the airport's to your right. Those beacons are so hard to see. But for night flying, I pick obvious things. Highways, cities.
Yep.
It's usually big things like that you're going to
Highways are really easy to see.
Or VORs. If you're out in a real black area, you're going to have to use VORs.
It's real easy to see traffic.
About another 1,000
As a matter of fact, we've got traffic at 12 o'clock there.
Yep, coming right
Headed
at us.
right at us.
And you could do this if you just... No, far enough away, but we'll put a landing line on. What the heck? We'll give him a little extra light there.
There he goes.
Yep, he saw us.
We'll veer to the right.
Oh, I think he must have saw us, and maybe he thought we were closer than we are.
Yeah.
Because he suddenly put both lights on. And
He went 90 degrees, man.
Yeah, he was far away. I wasn't too worried about him. You can see the freeway going all the way down there, so
yeah,
we'll keep an eye on that. If things start disappearing on the ground, we'll know the visibility is getting bad, and we're not going to...
That was pretty funny.
That was. No sooner we put it on.
He lit himself up and turned 90 degrees to the right.
We scared him. He probably thought, oh man, here comes a 737 or something.
Yeah, it's an Airbus.
Now you can see we're not even to Casa Grande yet, and we're not to 5,000 feet. So I suggest coming back at 45 just for speed. Again, we'll lead up some time when we get back here, then we don't have to worry about...
It looks like that beacon is doing a double...
I've seen it before. Beacons at airports where I came from, you could see them.
Yeah.
These, you can't see them. I mean,
but doesn't it look like it's doing a double flash on green and red?
Yeah,
I mean, green and white.
Yeah, and the double peaked one is usually a military.
Right, if it's on the white, right?
So, yeah, double peaked white and the green is a military.
There goes our traffic over there. It was a little closer than...
How long did you figure en route down here, by the way? Because we took off at 8:45. We should be there...
40 minutes.
I was going to say about no longer than 40, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I had 40 minutes.
5,000? Sorry, that light's kind of bright. I should have bought it.
That's okay. If I block it with my finger, it works pretty well.
You don't want to blind yourself up here. So.
42 minutes is what I have.
We should be there by roughly 25 after 9. Well, I'm seeing lights down there, which is a good sign all the way beyond Picacho Peak down there.
Good visibility.
So that's as long as we can see that. Might get some bumps as you get closer to the mountains down here. And one thing about showers at night, you can't see them necessarily. You might fly into them. The only indication you have that the visibility is getting lower at night is if you start seeing things disappear on the ground here.
Stansville, Coast Guard, traffic Panium 416 is proceeding turn inbound for localizer, runway 5 approach will be going missed.
That's a ground.
Now what's our ground speed?
92.
Yeah, we'll level off in a minute here just to get going. 5,300. There's way off the end of the wing. You can see lightning out there in the distance. It's behind the clouds, but and that's so far away that we're almost to 55, so we can level off and build up a little bit of speed.
Yep.
And I tell people, I said, here you go. You get to have 3 hours a night flight, and you get your license. You can get out here and do this and go as far as you want. And dispose of it. It seems amazing. It does. It almost feels like you should have an instrument ready to do this, you know.
Yeah.
Or at least a lot more instrument training, you know, just in case you went IFR down here. We're kind of following 143. Still a little bit to the left of our course, which I don't want to go over that way any farther, really. I'm going to put 22.8 on here. Again, I doubt seriously that Eloy's skydiving tonight.
We're left of our course to Eloy, too, though.
No, we're right of our course.
Right of our course, that's what
and that's okay. We don't. This heading's okay. It's Picacho Peak's right out there. We're going to go, I think,
to the right of it.
Yeah, we're going to stay to the right of Eloy anyway. So stay at 55. So we don't need to climb and slow down. So let's go ahead and put that on. We want to get. That's hard to tell. I can still see lights out there. If you saw things disappearing, you'd think, maybe there's heavy showers out there and I can't see. Cloud speed coming up a little bit. We're only 11 miles from Eloy. If I don't hear anything, there's where it goes. So Picacho Peak, probably where the bend out there is somewhere. Picacho Peak's probably just to the right of where the road goes around like that, I think, is where Picacho Peak is. The mountains are obviously there to the left where it's real dark, so I'd head right for all the lights out there in the distance. Probably in amongst those lights is Marana down there. Ground speed 101. I don't know what you figured for ground speed, but
well, this area I figured 105 because there was no wind.
And that could pick up. You'll see see if that changes here.
My RPM's got a little low there. There we go.
Okay, obviously it's dark out there to the left, so we know there's mountains there.
Yeah.
Picacho Peak's right off the nose. Beyond that, you should see Pinell Air Park, but I don't see any lights for Pinell Air Park tonight. I don't know why I can't see a beacon for their airport, although I do see some lights out there kind of blinking, and as we get closer, of course, we're still probably far enough away, it's hard to see.
Okay, so here I am trying to see Eloy Airport, and Larry is helping me. I can see what looks like an airport, but no beacon. Well, it turns out that there isn't one, I guess. Also, you'll hear my first time using pilot-controlled lighting. I had wanted to try that for quite a while.
So do you see Eloy's beacon?
Eloy, it's right off our nose. There's the airport right off our nose. You see the lights going back and forth like this, the dotted lights. You'll see a little square below us right here. See the subdivision? Look right above it, right over the nose. Look right over the nose. There's lights going east.
Yeah, I see what looks like an airport, but I don't see a beacon.
What we're going to do is there is no beacon.
Oh, there isn't?
Let's see if I can. Yeah, there isn't a beacon there.
Okay. I see it then.
So that's the airport. We're heading right over the top of it.
Yeah, we're headed
what
right
I usually do if I don't see it is I click the lights because it's pilot control lighting.
Oh, right.
And you'll see the runway lights come on. So I haven't heard any talk that they're, I don't think they'd be skydiving today. But
can I try turning the lights on?
Yeah, you can click it real fast and see if you brighten them up. 7 times in 5 seconds it makes them real bright. It might be real bright right now. So if you click them, it might get dimmer. So just try it once though. I'm going to get them. See you shut them off.
Now, there they went. Yep.
Now so you can make them, 3, 5, now click it again. See, you brightened them up.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, yeah, there you go. I got down to Marana one night and I thought the lights were on and I could saw the beacon and I was heading right towards it and all of a sudden I got close and said, holy crap, the runway lights are down. I went boop, 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 boop. All of a sudden, boom, it's like Christmas. All the lights in the world came on.
I've never tried that before, so.
What's nice on this trip is there's a lot of intermediate airports. I said if it was a crummy night, and if it was really crummy, we wouldn't be doing it. And, if I had to do it and there were storms around, I go, at least there's airports every here and there. So if it started closing in on me, I got airports I can go to. Because I got Eloy, I got Pinell, I got Marana, I got Casa Grande. Right on course now, we're just about over Eloy, so I'm going to put direct AVQ. You don't mind? Let's put K.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with this route now. This is the third time.
Probably why it's good to do it here.
Yeah.
Enter. And Pinell is 34 miles, so we don't have far to go. I don't see anything that looks like, it looks clear to me. If there's showers 3 miles to the east, we would be seeing those showers.
Yeah, totally.
At least, the visibility is not reduced. Even if there's showers, they're not very heavy. What you're looking for. This is, I would guess this is the town of Eloy right here. Arizona City to the right there on the other side of the freeway.
I was just going to dial in there, AWAS, get ready.
Yeah, good idea.
118.375.
And once we get close enough to Marana, we'll call Mount Lim and RCO, and we'll close our flight plan. And we take off and head back.
We don't have to close it because I did a single flight plan for the whole round trip.
That's right, I forgot. So we don't have to. So the total time en route
is I told him too much.
And that's good because we've got to get 1.7. So
right.
We might have to call and extend our flight.
No, I told him 1 hour 50.
150. Okay.
Yeah, so we're okay.
Okay, that's good. Well, because 1.7 is almost an hour and 50 minutes, so.
Yeah. We could always close it when we're doing in the pattern at Chandler, right?
Exactly. Sure, we could. Or we could. Yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. We get back to Chandler in sight, just call. We could call 122.6 as they close our flight plan. We got Chandler in sight, and then we'll stay there and do some stop and goes. You can see how look out there now and see how unoriented that could be. If it's pitch black and there's lights, you could think those lights are stars. You could get unoriented.
Yeah.
Instead of ground lights, you might think they're. I had a pilot one time. Didn't know the guy real well, but he had been in the clouds over water. And when he came out of the clouds, broke out of the clouds, and saw blue beneath him, he thought he was upside down. Because it's usually blue is up.
Right.
And he saw blue down. He actually physically told me he got sick. I mean, he kept control of the airplane, but he got sick to his stomach because he got so unoriented for a moment until he kind of got his head screwed on that he was right side up. But just when he saw blue down here mentally. Boy, Pinell is dark tonight. Now, I see it out there, but I don't see their beacon very well.
Yeah, we should be flying right over Pinell.
Yeah, we're flying right towards it, but I don't see a beacon for it.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah, the beacons just aren't
I wonder if we can get the AWAS yet.
Line will be closed.
Marana Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 0403. Zulu weather. Wind 260 at 3. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 3.
Which will be that direction.
Dew point 11. Altimeter 2988. Remark. Density altitude 4,900.
What did you say? We'd land on 1-2, right?
No, the wind is 260, so we might as well land on 30. So
yeah, but it's at 3.
It's at 3 knots.
Yeah, and it says that...
yeah, that's true. It's only 3 knots, so it doesn't really matter. We could land on 1-2, I suppose, and go around left traffic, or you can enter on a right downwind and land into the 3 knots of wind. You're right.
Yeah,
so,
either way.
Yeah, either way is right.
I just know that in the AFD it said preferred was 1-2.
Oh, that's fine, too.
It said calm wind runway is 1-2.
Okay, we'll use 1-2.
1-2 is left traffic, and 3... or what's the reciprocal? 1-2.
1230.
30 is right traffic. So what do you think?
Yeah, we'll use 1-2.
Okay.
Right now, I don't think we'll even circle. If there's nobody there, instead of circling way out to the southeast and coming back and doing a left downwind, I just do a left base. I just come out here and stay a little bit to the east of the airport and turn onto a left base if there's nobody there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, why waste the time going all around?
Okay. Yeah.
It just depends on if there's anybody there. There's nothing saying you can't do a straight in. It's just.
Are you done with this?
Yeah, I'm done with that a long time ago.
So 1-2-3-0.
Line will be closed. Marana.
Okay. Then we'll monitor Marana. Yeah, there's
Aircraft approaching Marana from the north. This is Cessna 1405 Mike. We're right crosswind, runway 30, right in.
Hey, they're using 30, so.
Oh, okay. There's somebody else approaching from the north.
Roger. We will be entering an extended right downwind for runway 30.
There. So if they stay in the pattern, we'll just enter on a right downwind, right almost this heading. We'll look for
Marana after 16 call. We'll be entering extended right downwind for runway 30, and we'll be number 2.
And what's the traffic pattern on 2?
It didn't say, so I went 1,000 over.
That's exactly what I would have done too. So
2,031 is field elevation, so we use 3,000.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
And so come on, 30. So we'll make a right base. You said? Or right downwind.
Right downwind, right base, and we'll land up in this direction to the north. So
okay.
And see how this light is a lot better.
Yeah.
Not quite as, it's just not as.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, if I could find another one, I'd buy about five or 10 of these things. Lots of stars out here in this direction, so even if it was raining over here, lightning, we know we got it clear out in this direction, although it ain't pretty dark. So.
Yeah, it's pretty desolate out that way, isn't it?
Marana traffic, 1405 Mike, right base, runway 30, Marana.
And when you get close enough, we'll do a cruise descent, but we're not close enough yet. 20 miles out or something. 21 miles. I don't know what that guy was talking about.
Yeah.
3 miles. I think he was screwy. There's Pinnell right off our nose. You can even see the runway. Now you can see the beacon a little bit better. I thought I saw a flash there. There's the green. It's right over the nose. That's Pinnell Air Park. And beyond it out there, it seems like I see runway end identifier lights. That might be Marana out there. I think I see what looks like runway and identifier lights just a little to the right of the nose. I see something red, and I see some two white lights flashing. That might not be it, but it's just beyond Pinnell Air Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I see it. It's just the lights aren't, we're far enough away, the lights aren't too bright yet.
Now these red identifier lights, is this Pinnell right in front of us?
This is Pinnell right over the nose.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the runway running the same direction as Marana's will.
Yep.
And you can see the beacon. It's right over the nose. There was the white flash.
Marana traffic, looking for 7516 Golf. Is entering right base, runway 30. Marana.
For the green, there's the green. Right over the nose. I saw a green flash. Watch for a white flash. White flash. Didn't see it that time. Just a little over the nose. Right straight. Green flash.
How far out are you looking? Which
just
one are you looking at? Marana?
This closest group of lights to you.
Oh,
right
the
here.
closest ones. Okay.
That's Pinnell. And beyond it out there, I think I see runway end identifier lights, and I do. I just see a red terminating light, or it looks like a red light to the left of it. That's probably, if that's... But look just above where Pinnell is out there, and you're going to see some strobe lights there flashing. I think that's runway and identifier lights.
Okay, so we were coming into the airport area at Marana. We'll pick it back up as we were about 9 miles north. There was another airplane doing touch and goes, and we sort of had to time our sequence into the pattern. We decided to have them come around in front of us, which probably made sense since we were doing stop and goes and would need a little extra time on the runway.
All those Tucson lights give you a nice horizon, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Oh, it's nice going to a location where there's a big city. You can see those lights from a big city on a clear night from 100 miles away. You see the glow over the horizon or something, so... I remember we did some night flying coming down from Detroit, and the plane broke, and first stop in St. Louis, so we took off in St. Louis at dark and went a couple hours. We climbed up through the clouds, got on top of a big layer of fluffy white clouds at night, and boy, was that just beautiful, and just smooth as glass.
Oh, yeah.
And flew another couple hours maybe, and then the clouds actually cleared out. We didn't really have to even make an approach. I see some lights moving. I don't know if it's a ground light or an airplane out there.
Yeah, I can see those moving.
Now you start to see the runway lights, and you realize how far out you are now. So you can, as you get lower to the ground, you'll start realizing just about how far out you are.
But I want to come in on a 45, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea if you want, or just.
Yeah, that's definitely an airplane.
Yeah, I see some strobes or something out there.
Yeah,
so we get
it's
closer.
It's moving too fast to be on the ground.
And we're 9 miles out. You get about 5 to the north. It's telling you you're 5 to the north or whatever, and you're going to
enter a downwind, a right downwind on a 45 for 30 full stop.
Yep, exactly.
Traffic way out there.
Finally over Pinnell Pinnell
Airport.
Like it took a long time to get there.
Yeah, it did. It looked like we were right on it. It took forever to get there. Only got 1,000 more feet to descend, so.
He brightened up the runway.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah. Could be another airplane going in there. I don't see anybody, and I haven't heard any calls. Airplane out there, he looks like he's heading to
Tucson, probably.
Maybe to Tucson, yeah.
I'm going to make an announcement. We're seven and a half miles out. So.
Okay.
What is it called? Marana?
Yeah, Marana.
Marana traffic. Cherokee 22 Tango is inbound from the north. We're going to be entering a right downwind for 30 for a full stop. We are currently 7 miles north, Marana.
We're right base runway 30, Marana.
Thank you. We'll be looking for you.
We're doing touch and go, so we're going to look for you entering the pattern here. Let me know when you get close, please.
Will do. I think I see him on base there. Turning final right now.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think he's going to. I think he might beat us.
Marana traffic, 1405 Mike, final runway 30, Marana.
It's a little high, but what do I know from nighttime?
Yeah, from this distance, yeah. People do tend to come in high, it seems like. Here's where the Pappies and the Bazzies really come into.
Yeah.
Get the benefit of the Pappies and Bazzies at night. Not down on the runway yet, and we're now 4 miles, so it's going to be kind of a close call.
It is going to be close. Yeah.
We're going pretty fast. We'll see what happens here.
I think I'll just let him go.
Well, let's see what happens here. If he takes off, we'll end up slowing up, I think, and you're almost to pattern altitude.
Marana traffic is 1405 Mike's on the go. I think we have traffic coming in from the north.
Yeah, we're now 4 miles north, and we'll be coming in on a 45. We'll probably just let you squeeze it right there in front of us.
Okay, well, let's start slowing up then.
05 Mike, we understand. We have you inside.
Slow it up to about 80 here, and then we'll...
Okay. I need the time anyway.
Marana traffic is 1405 Mike is right cross runway 30, Marana.
What that bright light is to our left there.
That's a ground light.
Yeah, I think it must be. It was kind of unoriented. It was flashing a little bit for a moment. I've lost sight of him, so we'll just...
I did too. Oh, there he is.
Got him in sight? Oh, yeah, yep. Okay, yeah, we'll follow line behind him. Well, if it looks clear to the north, we're not going to run any thunderstorms. We could do 2 full...
Marana traffic is 1405 Mike is right downwind runway 30, Marana.
Do you want to do a...
It's the stop and go.
Stop and go, okay.
So we'll tell them we're going to do a stop and go. We probably do a couple, then we'll head on back.
It's quite a bit lower than us.
Maybe, I can't tell if he's climbing or not, but...
Probably is.
Looks like he is a little bit right there. And we can let him do, we know we're going to do a couple stop and goes, then we'll be headed back to the north.
Okay. All right, Cherokee 22 Tango's entering downwind for 30. We're going to do a stop and go, and we're going to stay in the pattern at least one time, Marana.
Okay, buddy, turn base. See the runway out here, we'll just parallel that runway. Drifting a little bit out here, but that's okay.
What's that?
We're drifting a little bit away from the runway.
Are we? Yeah, I turned left just now to parallel it.
But that's okay. Yeah, there you go.
Marana traffic is 1405 Mike, turning right base runway 30, Marana.
And just a matter of eyeballing it, and even if we got out here a little farther, we're giving him a little bit of room here.
Yeah, he kind of went out there a ways. Those lights aren't real bright, are they?
Well, they aren't, are they?
All right, he's a beam us right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Marana traffic system 1405 Mike, short final runway 30, Marana. Touch and goes.
Everything else was the same, obviously. Yep. Same speeds. I think he's got enough room. He's coming up over the threshold now. So.
Oop. I didn't get an altimeter setting, actually.
That's okay. Let's just go ahead and use our as he's going down. Forgot what field elevation was. We'll just check it when we get on
It's a
there.
little over 2,000.
I don't think we're going to run any thunderstorms going back, so we'll do a couple here. I don't see any lightning to the north, so I don't think anything has moved in.
Marana traffic, Cherokee 22 Tango's turning base 30, full stop, stop and go, Marana. 75 knots.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that.
I don't see you, Vazzies.
You'll see it as you turn to the left of the runway.
Okay.
All white.
There they are.
4 white.
Yeah.
So
I'll get one more notch in.
And that's okay. But I'd rather be a little bit high at night than a little low.
Yep. Boy, it's really on an island there, isn't it? You don't see anything around it.
Gas undercarriage mixture prop seatbelts. So we got the boost pump. There you go.
Yep.
Now you got 2 red and white, so let's just keep it 2 red and white on 70. Hopefully the struts won't totally collapse here.
Yeah. I noticed are those red? I can't really tell.
All red now.
Yeah. We lost a lot of altitude and
Okay,
speed.
now you can ease it down. So see, now you...
Yeah.
Back now, we're going to definitely make it now. And we want to do a stop and go, so... Just hold it off to do a 3-pointer. We're going to hold it off.
Oh,
that was a 3-pointer.
It.
That's okay. Get it nice and straight also. So ease on the brakes. Legal here.
I thought I was a little higher than that.
Yeah, I'm just
hard to
pushing
judge
with
at
you on
night.
the brakes here.
Yeah.
Let's do one more and then we'll head home. We'll do a
Marana traffic, Cherokee 22 Tango is on the go 30. We're going to stay in the traffic pattern, Marana.
Marana traffic 1405 Mike is right downwind runway 30. We have the aircraft on the runway.
Okay, well that wasn't one of my best landings. I misjudged slightly and believed I was in a flare a few feet off the runway when the wheels touched all of a sudden. It was sort of a flat landing where all the wheels touch at once. That's why I was frustrated with myself on that one. Luckily I had one more chance to do it here at Marana on my second time around, but we'll save that one for the next episode, which will include the return flight home to Chandler. Once again, thanks for listening, and I always appreciate the feedback that I get through email and through the website. Remember, if you're going to be at Oshkosh, tweet me or shoot me off an email at bill@studentpilotcast.com, and we'll see if we can meet up. I'm excited about AirVenture, and I hope you are too. But whether you're going to be there or not, let's get out there and fly. The music for today's episode is To Be an Angel by the Canadian band Uncle Seth. You can get more information and subscribe to the Student Pilot Cast using iTunes, Zune, or any other podcast aggregator at www.studentpilotcast.com. Remember, any instruction that you hear in this podcast was meant for me and me alone in the situation that we were in at the time. Please do not try to apply anything you see or hear in this episode or any other episode to your own flying. If you have questions about any aspect of your flying, please consult a qualified CFI.